Someone in your life is playing a game with you right now. And the scary part, you might not even realize it's happening. But after this video, you will. And once you see it, there's no going back. You already know this person. You can feel them before they even speak. After talking to them, you feel drained, heavy, like you've done something wrong, but you're not even sure what. They twist your words, make you apologize for things that aren't your fault. And still, you keep going back. Not because you're weak, not because you're naive, but because nobody ever gave you the right words to stop it, until now. There are 3 simple questions that can stop manipulators cold. Not by shouting, not with drama, just calm, powerful, honest questions that cut through their games like a knife. 1. Can you give me one specific example of that? Manipulative people love words like always, never, constantly. You always do this. You never listen. You constantly make mistakes. These words are traps. They're designed to confuse your mind, make you feel guilty before you even have a chance to think. Your brain starts replaying memories, trying to find proof, trying to apologize preemptively. And while your brain is running in circles, they are winning. Next time, stop, take a deep breath, calmly ask, can you give me one specific example of that? A normal person who's upset will stop, think, and give a real example. A manipulator, they have nothing. They may yell, change the subject, or try to scare you, but there's no real example because it never existed. This simple question gives you control without raising your voice. You just exposed the truth calmly. And that calm is more powerful than any argument. 2. What would you like me to do differently? This question may seem too simple, but that's its power. Manipulative people aren't trying to solve problems, they want you to feel guilty. Every complaint they throw is a rock aimed at your confidence. Instead of catching every rock, ask, what would you like me to do differently? If they truly care about solutions, they will answer. They might say, I'd like it if you called me when you're running late, or, I'd like us to talk before making big decisions. That's a real conversation, real solutions. If they only want to control you, they'll stumble, get angry, or blame you more. This question puts the responsibility back on them, exposing their intentions without you raising your voice. 3. Is it possible that you are wrong about this? This is the big one. Manipulative people live by one unspoken rule. I am always right. You are always wrong. Think about every argument you've had. Every time you ended up apologizing, feeling guilty, carrying blame, even when it wasn't yours. That's because in their story, they are never at fault. Everything is your responsibility. When you calmly ask, is it possible that you are wrong? You create a tiny door for honesty. A real, healthy person will walk through it. They might say, maybe I overreacted, or, I might have seen it wrong. That's the start of something real. A manipulator, they explode, shut down, or attack. That reaction is proof enough. They were never interested in fairness. These 3 questions won't fix a broken person overnight. Some people have been playing these games for years. They don't know any other way to relate. But these questions change you immediately. They give you calm power. They stop you from swallowing blame. They turn you from someone who absorbs every hit into someone who reflects, who asks, who stands steady. Your anger doesn't scare them. Your tears don't scare them. But your calm, steady, honest strength terrifies them. The ability to ask real questions without panic, that is their worst nightmare. Here's your job. Write these 3 questions down. Keep them visible, not to memorize word for word, but to remind yourself. I deserve honest answers. I deserve conversations that end with both people feeling okay. I deserve respect, not guilt. If one person came to mind while watching this, pay attention. That's not a coincidence. Share this with someone who needs it. One small shift can lighten a heavy heart. Quiet, steady confidence isn't loud. It doesn't yell. It doesn't panic. But it changes the game. One shift, one question, one calm pause, and suddenly, everything starts making sense.